Is love dead, or is love still truly alive? In this video, we'll find out. We'll hear from couples telling us about their relationships. So stick around right till the end to hear all the great relationship tips they give. All right, let's make it happen. I'm here with
Matt.
And Beck.
David.
And Kate.
Simon.
Nabil.
Matilda.
Where are you from?
France.
First?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the question today is, we're asking couples how they met. So how did you two meet?
Well, in high school, and the story was that we were best friends first for like 4 years. And she didn't want me. And one day she was like, yeah, why not? So
Let's hear it from your side.
4 years later, like, yeah, maybe we can try.
So what changed your mind? You've known each other for 4 years and all of a sudden you decided to be together. Why is that?
I think maybe maturity.
Who became more mature?
Yes.
So you thought he was immature beforehand?
Yes, we were like 15.
yeah, 15.
And
But I was not immature, by the way.
What was immature about him?
I was a silly boy.
So in those 4 years when you were friends, were you dating other people?
no.
No. How did you go from being friends to actually, like, what was the conversation? What was the progression?
That's funny because I kind of lost feelings a bit. At that moment, she told me that she felt something for me. That was really that at the end of the 4 years, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
So your light was dimming and it was about to die, and then out of nowhere she just comes and says, I have feelings for you.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And how was it from your perspective?
Now it's maybe 6 years.
Yeah.
You've been together 6 years?
So, yes.
Yeah.
So,
Steaming, but it was still here. No?
yes.
Okay, so I really need to understand, because there are lots of people who say you can't ever get out of the friend zone. So for the people who are in the friend zone but want to get out of the friend zone, what was it that made you come to the point where you liked him, to you then to say to him, I want to be together?
Try a lot and a lot of discussion.
What is it about him that you like that makes you want to be with him in the instance and continuing now?
Sensitive, feelings, kindness.
In what ways is he sensitive?
When he talk and when he feel all around him, like
My vibe.
yeah. Yeah.
What's the sweetest thing he's done for you?
Just be here with me and listen and just be here.
And for you, what was it about her that made you like her?
She made me better. That's the whole thing. I like the way I am with her.
What is it about when you're with her that makes you feel better?
She always pushed me to be the better self, and she likes the way I am, always. And she's always willing to talk to me, help me when I need help, and she's always there for me, basically.
It's really sweet. Oh my gosh. All right. Any final message to, I guess, the couples of the world or people who are trying to find their one?
Grow together, learn together, and be here for the other person.
And if you want to get out of the friend zone, because that was your question, you need to, as the man in the friend zone, you just need to better understand yourself, and really you need to grow yourself before finding someone else.
So from 4 years in the friend zone to now 6 years in a long-term relationship, I wish you the very best going forward.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Quick update, after the interview, Matilda got in contact with me on Instagram at UNFILTERED to say she forgot to mention that they got engaged. She proposed to him and he is her soulmate. Her message to everyone is this: believe in yourself, everything is possible. Where are you from?
Australia.
Australia, yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
What brings you to the UK?
Just for a holiday.
Holiday?
Yep.
Christmas.
And how did you two meet?
We met at work.
Okay.
So I fancied Kate for a few years, but never got around to asking the question. Too many distractions.
Okay.
Then one day she fell up the stairs in front of me. So that's as close as I got. Then from then, I eventually asked her out.
So she fell up the stairs
Up
to
the
you.
steps. Yeah. She was concentrating on me, of course.
And how long have you been together now?
34 years.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. So that's a good amount of time. Do you have kids together and stuff?
Yeah, 2 adult children now. Yeah.
So let me hear from your perspective. How was it? Your meeting?
I did. I fell up the stairs. He didn't ask if I was okay though.
No?
So, but it was okay. I'd fancied him for a couple of years too, so it worked out well.
Okay. So you both liked each other, but nobody said anything for a couple of years. What was the situation?
Years. I don't know. Just a bit shy, I guess.
I don't know.
We were only kids.
Always.
Okay. How old are you?
We were only
20.
early 20s. Yeah, 21, 22 at the time.
I was always working the courage up to ask her, but then she'd always receive a bunch of flowers from somewhere else. So I'd just go, no, out of luck. And then I'd just concentrate on playing football and stuff for a while. And then a couple of months later, I'd say, oh yeah, I might ask her out. And then she'd get more flowers.
So who are these flowers from?
Other fellas, I guess.
And did you accept those flowers? Did you end up going on dates with any of those guys who sent you flowers?
No, I used to get because they'd have them delivered to work, and so I'd give them to all my girls in the office. So yeah, I shared them.
And then how did you eventually ask her out? I take it you asked her out.
I don't know, it was pretty close to the fall up the stairs.
Yeah.
And do you want to meet for a coffee or something?
Oh, yeah,
Because they had a canteen upstairs. So we went and had coffee a couple of times and a couple of walks.
No, I went missing for 6 weeks.
That was
So I had my father had his own business, so I took some time off my work to help him out. He had an operation. It was just a small one-man business. So I did that. So I went missing for 6 weeks. And then when she thought I'd gone, broke her heart, of course. But and then when I returned to work, she just come running over and goes, "Where have you been?"
I did. I asked him where he'd been.
Then I thought, I'm in here, I've got a chance.
That's really sweet. So you really were worried about him for 6 weeks. I think you didn't have his number.
So I really did. I didn't have his number. I mean, it was well before social media. We had to dial on a phone attached to the wall, and I didn't know where he'd gone. And so, yeah, when I saw him, I thought he must have taken another job somewhere else. And
what was your first date?
we went to the movies. We saw Good Morning Vietnam.
But her dog did bite me on the first date.
You took your dog on the first date?
No. I had to take the dog for a walk, and the dog, was a bit protective, and he says he bit him. I don't think.
And how did you ask her to be your girlfriend?
I think it just happened. It just evolved. I think we knew pretty early on that we were right for each other. So I think we're together. How long did we get engaged? A year.
A year?
Yeah.
We were together a year, engaged a year.
But you'd known each other for like 3 years before that, so yeah, I guess the courtship was longer than that, really.
Yeah.
So you both seem very happy together. What's the secret to your happiness?
Compromise, patience on his behalf with me.
What do you have to be patient with regards to your missus?
Go on, be honest.
Oh, not a lot. I think we're best friends is the important thing. So you tolerate the things that you don't sort of like. Sleeps in, up early. Goes to bed early, likes to read a book.
It's up all night.
So,
But how does that work out if you're in the same bed and she likes to stay up all night and you like to sleep? Can you sleep with her still with the light on?
no, separate beds, side by side.
Or if I'm going to read, I'll read out in the lounge room or something, not in the bedroom.
Yeah, we can't share a bed anymore. Too many injuries, bad back, and that I'm up and down all night.
I'm loving your story. Were there any challenges in your relationship over those 30 years that you've been together? And how did you overcome those challenges?
Well, we've had a couple. Just support, general support, knowing when to say something, knowing when to shut up, knowing when to just hold a hand, just that constant support, knowing he's always got my back.
What was the biggest challenge, if you don't mind saying?
Okay, my brother took his own life. It's almost 10 years now, so it was later in the relationship that we'd well and truly established ourselves, but it's good to know that he was always there.
Supported you through that?
Yeah, 100%.
Anything from you? Like what you used to help her, how you overcome challenges and I guess supported her in that difficult time?
I think we've just got to know each other that well. You know the signs, when to jump in and help or when to just give a bit of space and just let the dust settle a little bit and then she'll be ready. And same for me. She knows when I'm annoyed and she'll leave me alone for a little while after I stop kicking things or whatever, and then she'll say, "Are you all right?" It'd be like you with a good friend. You know exactly when that, I'll shut up for a while or I'll jump in and help.
In this age of social media and people don't necessarily meet in the office as much, what kind of advice do you have for people who I guess are trying to get into a relationship, how to go about it when you might necessarily be able to do it in the office and you maybe just have to rely on social media, or just any advice that you have?
Be honest.
Yeah?
I think just be honest and don't pretend to be someone you're not. You are what you are in the end. And there's got to be someone out there that appreciates you for who you are and what you are and what you do.
I agree.
What he thinks.
I love it. I wish you all the very best, and thank you for taking the time to have a conversation. Thank you. How did you two meet?
The gym, to be honest, yeah. It's as simple as just spoke to each other, that was it. One thing led to another.
Yeah, we met at the gym.
Who approached who? What happened exactly?
I spoke to her, yeah. I went to her, I spoke to her, and just started working out together, and then that was that.
Do you remember what you said to her when you went up to her?
Nah, I genuinely think it was just about workout. It was about working out and stuff and what we're training and stuff like that. So then just went from there, really.
What was it about her that made you want to go over to her and approach her and start working out together?
Poor form in gym. Poor form.
What about you? When he came over to you, what did you think?
He was just really nice and he just approached me and was like, "Should I work out?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." It's a smile.
So he just said to you, do you want to work out together? And then what was the workout?
Like,
Was it legs? Legs. I hate legs, but you
So do I.
I make the sacrifice sometimes. So
Did you kind of lead her through some leg exercises or?
we've done a few like leg press, things like that, you know, just work it through. Now she's better than me, so
Yeah, I generally think women are better than men at leg press. Yeah.
give me like back or buys all day long.
Yeah. What did you think about his exercise routine?
sometimes I don't enjoy it. But no, I think the first session was a good leg day.
And now all she wants to do is train legs.
Yeah.
How did you ask her out? What happened there? Because you did an exercise session together, and then did you ask for a number after that
Honestly,
session?
it's so cliche, but it was like literally, yeah, it was like, oh, do you want to grab a drink? Like literally after. So then just went to the pub, didn't we? And then that was a drink, yeah, workout followed by a pint. You can't go wrong.
And then, what was your first date, or do you count that as your first date at the pub?
I would, yeah. Went to the pub a few times. It was obviously just like casual at first, and then one thing led to another, and that was that.
Wow. So people say you shouldn't shoot your shot at the gym.
Yeah.
Had you ever shot your shot at the gym before?
No, actually, no.
So what made you, in that occasion, decide to, or was it just the first time you've seen a woman in the gym that you wanted to shoot your shot with?
Yeah, it was, yeah. Usually because, oh yeah, you come in, you focus, do your own thing, innit? Everyone's doing their own thing, but I don't want to pass that opportunity up, so all on off it is, innit? So shoot your shot.
Just do it!
What would you say to anyone who's thinking of shooting their shot in the gym? To do it, not to do it, and if so, how they should do it?
I say do it
Just do it!
because it might work out, it might not. And even if not, like, it's good to have like friends in the gym that you can work out with, and yeah.
What approach should they take when they're approaching a guy approaching a girl in the gym?
Just be nice, not too over the top, take it slow.
How long have you been together now?
Just under a year?
And have there been any challenges in your relationship in that year?
I would say no. I mean, you might say differently, I would say no, but
No, none at all.
Okay, and then finally, any advice to anyone trying to get into a relationship that you might want to share with anyone?
if you think it's right, shoot your shot. Don't overdo it. Don't be weird about it.
Nice.
Yeah, literally the same. Just take things slow.
Oh, one more question. So today, everyone I've asked so far, no one has met via a dating app. Have you guys met anyone via a dating app before and dated anyone? No?
No.
Nah, you can't trust it. You never hear when it goes right, do you? You only hear when it goes wrong, so it's a big no.
Well, I know a few people who it's gone right for, so
There you go.
I don't trust it myself. I'm with you guys about meeting people in real life, but I'm just shocked because I thought I'd definitely find a couple that met via a dating app, but so far it's free for free, all in real life. So if real life seems like it might still be the way to go, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree 100%.
If it's worked all this like time in the past, like why change what works?
That's what I say. Anyway, viewers, I don't want to bias you, but I'm saying so far, free for free, they all met in real life. Maybe that's what you want to do instead of the dating apps. All right, thank you so much. And how did you two meet?
In Leeds on a night out.
What was the night out? How exactly did you meet?
Works do. You were dragged over to me.
Yeah, I was dragged over by one of her friends who said that I've got someone I think is going to be really nice for you. I went over, had a quick chat. She was very shy, left it there. We exchanged numbers in the night and we met up a year later, believe it or
And I
not.
kept his number because when he gave me his number the second time, he got the numbers wrong. So I kept the original number, and that was rest is history, really.
So you want to work with your work colleagues?
Yeah.
But what were you doing there?
I was out with my boys on the pole, as always, at that time, yeah.
So a year goes by, and then how do you end up reconnecting?
Same bar, same place.
You just bumped into each other at the same bar in the same place?
Yeah, and then we're married not about a year and a bit later. Yep. 2 children, and been married nearly 23 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened when you met again in the bar? It was just by coincidence?
Yeah, complete coincidence. And he just said, I know you. I said, I know you. And then we just sort of, yeah.
So what happened after that, but yeah.
It was fun.
Okay.
Fun night.
All right. Remind me again, how long did you say you've been together?
About 25 years.
25 years?
Yeah.
And you said from dating to engaged, how long was that?
14 months.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I knew straight away.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
Okay, so you said you both knew straight away. What was it? Wait, even the first time you met or the second time you met?
Blown away the first time I met. That's very why I was a bit shy.
So what was it from the first time you met that just made you know that he was the one?
Just something about him, I don't know. I thought he was gorgeous, which helped. I was a bit dumbstruck, yeah.
What made you know that she was the one?
Genuinely, our first met, I said this at our wedding, she was dressed all in white. She had really, really long, curly blonde hair at the time as well. She genuinely looked like an angel, I thought. wow, this is the girl for me. And that was it, yeah. And then when we got chatting, great personality, awesome sense of humour. She's got some pretty good riz as well.
And when I was a student in Leeds, I was working for a family as a part-time job, looking after a little child, and it was the house opposite to his parent. All that time I was in Leeds, it was a house opposite. When I went to his parents' house, it was a house across the road, and I'd been working there for a few years. In all the houses in Leeds, it was a bit mad, so meant to be.
What challenges have you faced over your 25 years together, if any?
Not really, pretty just steady really, yeah.
Biggest thing, yeah, being open, honest, having good fun, just enjoying yourself, and yeah, bringing up the kids well.
In this world where it seems like a lot of people meet on dating apps, but you're the fourth couple today that I've talked to. Every single one have met in real life, not on a dating app. Yeah, what do you think about dating apps versus in real life, and what's your kind of take on that?
Well, we've never done dating apps, but our eldest daughter, she loves them. She's always on dates. That's how she meets. I think they feel safer now, meeting people that way, but we didn't have that choice back then. You had to talk.
I do think it's harder for people these days on a dating app, because realistically you're seeing a photo, you're going off that photo rather than that just that initial spark when you see someone at a bar or a restaurant, whatever, and you think, oh, and having that courage to go over as well, that's one of the biggest things, to be able to do that. I think that sort of art is lost these days, unfortunately. So I do think it's harder, a lot harder. And I wouldn't ever want to date
like that
in this world now. No.
Much harder.
What advice do you have for anyone, I guess, looking to get into a relationship and maybe struggling?
I think you just got to wait for the right one. Just don't settle. I don't take any opportunity, and nobody's perfect. Just expect people with flaws as well. On the whole, the right one's out there, hopefully, for everyone.
Yeah, and I'd say it to my kids all the time, you know, what's meant to happen for you will not pass you by. So just make sure that you get the right person, they treat you well, they look after you, and also you get on, because looks fade. Unfortunately, ours haven't just yet, but they will do at some point. But it's what's inside that matters. So just make sure you got someone who's going to look after you really well and get on well with.
That's fantastic advice. What makes him the person of your dreams?
He's always there for me. He always knows what I need, and he's very sensitive and patient with me.
And what about you?
I got the person of my dreams.
Yeah?
Standing right next to me.
What makes her the person of your dreams?
Look at her.
So it's just how she looks?
No, it's her personality. It's the whole thing.
Okay.
She's amazing.
Fantastic. That's amazing.
With him I can have everything that money can't buy.
How long have you guys been together?
For now, like 1.5 years.
Okay. And how did you meet?
In the gym.
In the gym?
Yeah.
We were gym crushes.
Who approached who?
After a long time I approached her.
How long was a long time?
A couple of months. I took my time.
Okay, so you kept seeing her in the gym, and then one day...
Yeah, I finally decided to speak up to her.
Yeah.
Do you remember what he said to you?
He was talking to me and he asked what I was training while I was doing kickbacks, and I was so nervous because I was crushing on him for like months and always staring at him and looking at him, and now finally he approached me, and I really didn't expect that.
Why did you not approach him even though you were crushing on him yourself? I understand why he didn't, because he was obviously afraid, as men obviously are, and don't want to come across as a gym creep. But why did you not approach him?
I did not approach him because I was really scared that he wouldn't like me, and also he never really smiled, so I was a little bit afraid that he wouldn't be nice. But he's amazing.
So if he smiled earlier, do you think that would have made a difference? You might have approached him, or you were never going to approach him?
If he would have smiled at me, then I would have been maybe more confident to approach him. But I was like, if I look at him often enough, I was hoping that he would approach me, and I think it worked.
Okay, eventually you took the hit.
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
All right, any final comments about love?
I think it just happens and you have to work for it.
Yes, you really have to work for it. And if you guys keep together, you will be able to figure out everything that you need, and especially if you guys pray together. It makes a difference.
Okay, so prayer, faith is a big part of your lives.
Yes, we do pray together every day, and I think that is the thing that blesses our relationship and that makes us so strong.
What have been some of the challenges that you've been able to kind of overcome, where you've had to work through?
Well, in my case, it would have been trust issues because I had some really bad relationships in my past. Yes,
Okay.
probably that.
Maybe some minor difference in, like, we're here for vacation and we want to see different things. Like, I'm here for the sightseeing, she's a little bit more into other things,
Yeah.
but we have to make compromises.
Yes.
Okay. It's usually the women who want to sightsee and the men who want to do other stuff. Yeah.
I want to see the sun.
Yes.
Fantastic. I wish you both the very best.
Yes, thank you very much.
you. Hi everyone, my name is Korede, and I'm embarking on an exciting challenge going from 100 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers in 1 month. I need your help to achieve this. I am a YouTuber, I make great exciting videos, traveling, asking people about hot topics. You can check out my videos, subscribe, follow, share and like. Let's hit this target of 10,000 subscribers in 1 month. Together we can do this. Let the internet unite and let's make this happen.